So Jason, what do you think of when you think about the history of mobility?
Well, when I think about the history of mobility, I think of 1934 and the two-way radio from Canadian-born engineer and mobile pioneer Al Gross. You may know it as the walkie-talkie, and it brought mobility communications to the battlefield and the workplace.
So then we have the Citizens Band Radio, or CB, in 1946. First made popular in the workforce by farmers and then the U.S. Coast Guard, but really made legendary by our 18-wheeling, gear-jamming brothers and sisters from the 70s. Oh, those were the days. It reminds me of being a suicide jockey in my boom wagon. You got your ears on?
Big 10-4, come on, this is the Bald Eagle.
Bald Eagle, this here's Roll Tide. Let's put the hammer down like a rocket sled on rails.
4-2 will stand on it.
Okay. Well, let's back them up to 1949. 1949 gives us another big one, the pager, first introduced to the workforce for physicians.
1956 brings us the MTA, the first mobile car phone. I can't believe it's been around that long, over half a century. That is just good style there.
That is. And amazing, it would be almost 20 years later in 1973 when we'd get our first mobile cordless phone. And you know, in the 1980s, car phones were actually significantly more popular than mobile phones.
Did you know that Martin Cooper, the engineer at Motorola that led the development team for the first mobile phone, the Dynatac, said that Captain Kirk's communicator on Star Trek inspired his invention?
So that makes perfect sense. Then in 1999, we come into the BlackBerry.
It started off as a pager, an interactive pager, and changed mobility in the workforce. And thumbs have never been the same since. About this time, we are seeing the dawn of the term unified communication.
Yes, and next in 2007, we have the next big breakthrough by Steve Jobs, the Apple iPhone. This ushered in the next generation, or the new generation, of smartphones, which really changed the entire landscape, the industry, and the mobile workforce forever.
Well, that does it until another device is invented to take mobility by storm.